can start with largest adjacent product, right? JavaScript challenge. It's also not that hard because it's the same concept. It's the same concept. It's largest something, right? When the largest something, half of the thing is already there. Half of the thing is already there. You need to implement it. Okay, so the thing is on Slack. So largest adjacent means next to each other. So you see this one, for example, 3 and 6, 18. 6 and minus 2, minus 12. Minus 12 and minus 5 is 10. Minus 5 and 7 is minus 35. 7 and 3 is 21. So the largest adjacent is 21, right? Because 7 and 3 has the largest product, right? Next to each other. 3, 6, 6, 2, 2, 5, 5, 7, 7, 3. Clear? The question clear? All right. 20 minutes. 20 minutes, not start with this normal thing. Okay, no discussion today. I thought mana ni? Mana Ash? Biasanya Ash pemudah cara. Biasanya you pemudah cara. Let's discuss. No discussion today. Semua orang boleh buat kot. That's why there is no discussion. Go now. JS ni susah sikit. In the end kan, that's why I say I think I think Raj also asked the same question though. So the thing that is, I don't think JavaScript is difficult, right? I don't think JavaScript is difficult. The thing that is difficult is your logic, your computational thinking. That's the one that is difficult. JavaScript is not difficult. If I ask you to generate a for loop from 1 to 10, can you do it or not? If you can do it, then that's JavaScript, all right? Write me a number from 1 to 10. Right, so that's JavaScript. The one that is difficult is actually the problem solving. Yeah, so apa hari tu Raj tanya, and then I was like, my life kan, kalau you tanya, I buka and then somebody call me and then somebody get very distracted easily and then I couldn't answer. In the end, I don't answer at all. So that's why you see all my tabs here, and then you see even you see my pages kan, a lot of things pending because once people start to ask me questions, and I see all this I need to baca, I got distracted very easy. Okay, so hari tu Raj tanya, alright, if you think JavaScript is difficult, I don't think JavaScript is difficult. That's my personal opinion. Alright, I think you faham JavaScript because how do I know? Because it depends. It depends because some of you, I don't want to generalize but I think I pretty much think that you understand JavaScript. How do I know if I know that you understand JavaScript or not is the way you type. Okay, kalau you type tu curly bracket berterabur, kalau you type tu missing a double quote or single quote, that means that your JavaScript is still not strong. Alright, but if you type everything is okay, cuma you tak boleh solve the problem, that's your problem solving. So the problem is your problem solving, it's not JavaScript. So the way you type and the way you copy my code, everything, because I never give you copy paste. My code kan, kalau you pergi kelas lain, biasanya the instructor give the source code, and then I know lah, so dia copy paste. But for my advanced class, I do that. Not here. Sometimes I only have like 1 week. I have to train developers. Then I give copy paste because I don't need to worry about that. Well, to validate my point, all right. If you want, you can just answer this. You can do this. You can do solo learn. It has been a while, so I asked you to do solo learn. But for solo learn, you can actually skip the thing now. Can you skip the thing? Let me see. Solo learn. Last time I asked students to do it, but I don't think that solo learn also change a little bit. So things like this, right? Things like this. If you can answer things like this, it means that nothing is wrong with your JavaScript. Write a program to print JS is fun. Note that the sentence start with a capital letter. Right? If you don't know how to do it, then something is wrong with your JavaScript, right? If you know how to do it, for example, like this, right? This is the code. So nothing is wrong with your JavaScript. Right? You can try to validate what my point is by doing this kind of exercise. Alright, kalau you buat, and then you never start here, alright, it means that your JavaScript no problem. Kalau you buat but you stuck, then something is wrong with your JavaScript. Right? It's normal to start with the problem that I give in class, because this exercise, for example, is not a JavaScript problem, it's a problem solving. Jadi kita ada belajar dua benda. Benda pertama is this, and then yang kedua problem solving. Nanti kan bila you buat module 2, module 3 kan, then then over there you will be asked back, how to do this, how to add an item in an array, how to do it. Alright, my logic is I want to do this, so that's the thing. For example, I was doing my app as well, while I was doing my app as well sambil ni. Dia lah macam for example after you log in, let's say that you log in, right? You log in an app. You log into Facebook, right? You log into Facebook. A lot of things happens after you log into Facebook. Alright, for example, there's one thing which is called token. A token is safe. Why the token is safe? Because next time you don't need to enter back your Facebook. Alright, and then it will get your profile, it will get your news feeds, it will get all the thing kan. That's all the logic. Mana buat dulu save token dulu ke panggil apa dapatkan data dulu? Should I get the profile first or should I get all the feeds first? These are all logics, arranging it. So that's all the things that you're going to do. That's how you need to grasp the concept before you move to module 2 or module 3. Jadi kalau tak faham, you can validate. If something is still wrong with if something is still wrong with your logic, then something is still wrong with, if you cannot do solo learn, then something is wrong with your JavaScript. If you cannot do ni, then something is wrong with it. Something is wrong. It's nothing wrong with your JavaScript. It's your logic. Apa lagi and then kalau you perasan kan, freecodecamp JavaScript a little bit hard because I like it. I like the freecodecamp JavaScript. Sebab, alright, normally kan, sampai let's say that you are here. This error structure. After 5 or 6 questions, there will be a difficult question. Macam ni kan. I think this one is a difficult question. After a few questions, there will be a difficult one. I think this one is a difficult one, right? It's a next level, right? But if you can do everything here, it's okay. But mungkin ada beberapa benda yang you do. For example, shopping list is the difficult part for the array. Right, for function and everything, stand in line is a difficult part. So there will be some exercises which is slightly difficult than others because it's actually a problem solving for the previous one, right? Macam this one semua should be straightforward. Kalau you sendiri you sangkut, the problem lah. But the golf code might be slightly difficult, right? Because this one is actually the problem solving for the others. Right? So in counting cards ni kadang-kadang I pun macam I pun tak faham apa benda ni, I try to understand the requirement. Counting card is a difficult part for this. It is the implementation part for all this. Right. Somewhere. Okay, so function adjacent product new array, alright, equals to, and then console.log adjacent product, alright, and then I will put a number. Okay, so what's your suggestion? What's the pattern? All right, pattern recognition. Berapa kali I want to tell you. What's the pattern for this? Correct. So it's always the same. I always have, when you do calculate max means, you always, it's always like this. So var max equals to something. Alright, mesti like this kan. and you have return max. If you notice lah, right? Correct. You perasan tak? Every time I do largest something, largest word. Yesterday we do largest word, alright? And then we calculate the maximum, right? The largest number. We always do like this. Var max return max. So this one should be reflect, I think. It should be a reflect already. If you get this kind of questions, you must see var max return max. Var max return max kat bawah. Alright, and I agree with ni tadi, alright, Joel tadi. Key end. Sorry, I agree with key end just now. We assume that the first one is the largest, alright, which means array 0, alright, times array 1. Alright, so we assume that's the largest. Okay, then how do you do it? I think that's the only part that's ni, alright? Because dia sama je macam semalam. Alright, so create a loop. How do I create a loop? For var I equals to 0, I smaller than array dot length, I plus plus. After I create a loop, what should I do? Compare you pattern recognition, bandingkan dengan jawapan yang bandingkan dengan latihan semalam, alright, compare with the previous exercise. Sebab macam kalau I pun I can tengok soalan-soalan sebelum ni, I will look about previous project. I macam lupa how do I do it last time. I was waiting for you guys. I was doing my code as well. Lama tak buat code because I've been doing business development for 2-3 months. Now one project comes in, then I have to look back codes. Macam mana ni, how to do it? Sorry, create a formula to compare with max. How to do it? Sama saja. Tengok code sebelum ini. Look at the previous code. How would you do it? Using which control flow? Tak apa, tengok soalan sebelum ni. Jangan tengok jawapan. Tengok soalan sebelum ini tak apa. Even you can look at yesterday's question also can. Okay, so you compare. See? Amirul dapat jawab. So if you bandingkan lah. Alright, so if array, Amirul need to input, right? So if array I times array I plus 1 is bigger than max, then max is array I times array I plus 1. That's it. Once you do that, that's the thing. Cuma ada beberapa benda yang that you can improve it, but that's the answer. Okay. Okay, got it, 21 everyone got it. So it's not that hard. If you see sama je macam semalam. Not sama. I give the same questions as previously. Alright. But you need to do pattern. You need to have the pattern recognition skill, right? Which is you try to look back. It's okay to look back yesterday's questions, but you have to identify from yesterday's questions, and then you try to do it. Okay, we have one. We have time for one more questions. Sebab I think quite fast. Amirul help everyone. So sebab tu sekejap je. I underestimate you. I thought you will. Oh, I didn't get it. Didn't get it the code or didn't understand the logic and the concept. The code and both. Kalau you tak faham, okay. What was it? No, ni nama function berubah. So at the bottom is largest adjacent product. Itu saja. The code, this one is okay, alright. But when you call it, I think tengah-tengah jalan Ustaz tukar nama lah. Jadi halfway through just awal tukar nama function, so that's why it's different. Okay. For loop, right? For loop is very easy. Kalau you tak faham, you create a table, right? Because that's what the for loop is. It's a table, right? It's a table. You saw how I did yesterday, right? What table? Array 0 types. You do something. You do one column I. You do the second column array I times array I plus 1. The third column you do max. All right. So try to do that logic. I from 0 to what? 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 0 to 6, 0 to 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the second column is array 0. I boleh bayangkan lah, right? So you have the first column is I, second column is array I times array I plus 1. Okay, and then the third one you put max. Alright, so you tak 0 sini, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so you do this kind of table. I tak buat lah sebab I think you're familiar with the way, the table already. Now, why we declare max in a function? Because that's what the function want. Because return, calculate the. So if you have calculate the, calculate the, it's always inside a function. Or your question is why it's not global. If you put it global, they don't understand what is an array here. They will not understand it. So that's why it has to be inside the function. So in the end is the formula though. If it's calculate the largest, calculate the sum of, calculate the average. I think you understand. You have been seeing all these notion for a while then. Calculate the smallest. If you have calculate the, dia punya pattern always like this. Right, it's always like this. Okay, one more question. I think let's see if there's any Fitzbus done, stairs done, prime number done, Fibonacci done, this one done, largest only done, largest number in an array done. So by now you should know all this, huh? tinggal factorial a number, recursion factorial number, normal done, tinggal recursion. Pick Latin, binary agent, Caesar cipher. Tak keluar this one. Oh, yeah, because it's too easy, I think. Alright, so one more questions. We do this one. Transform hour to military format. Okay, so given a time in hour AM PM format, convert it to military hour time. Alright, so midnight is on an hour. Macam ni macam okay lah, I rasa lagi senang macam ni kot. So let's say that you have this number, this thing. Alright, this will become 07:45:45. Alright, if you have this number, alright, it will become the 19:45:45. If you have this number, alright, it will become 00:45:45. And if you have this number, then it will become this number. If you have this number, all right, then it will become 12:45:45. That's it. Senang saja latihan ini. All right, so you, for example, you have this 4. It could be any hours, right? It could be any hours. But this is the common one. This is the one that might cause you problem a little bit. So if you are cater for this 4 time, all right, then you should be cater for everything. Any questions? Okay, so boleh buat 10 minit and then let's have a break, and then pukul 8 I will give you the answer, right? 8 PM I will give you the answer, right? So you pandai-pandai adjust. It's a longer break. Kenapa 35 break no? You take another 5 to 10 minutes to do it and then you go break, and then after 8 PM I will share you the answer, right? And then we will do something else, like kita rehat kejap, we will do something more fun. Okay, anything you select me, anything, all right? Okay. Okay. So I nampak macam-macam percubaan, right? Some of you PM me the percubaan. So you have to figure out what this question is all about. Right? You have to figure out what this question is all about. So in your opinion, what topic I'm trying to test here, right? Based on what we have learned so far, in your opinion, what topics I'm trying to test here? The clue is here. No, what topic? What topic? Data, you have data type and everything kan? Which topic am I testing you? Sekejap lupa ambil air. String, betul. Alright, we are testing string. Sebab you see ni kan, AOP, AOP, AOP. AOP, AOP kan. So that's so how do I check if this one is AOP? How do I check using what methods? Now I give you a clue already. What methods? What methods? Not Boolean. What methods did I do to check if that one is an AOP? What method? That is a control flow. It's not a method. Kalau sampai I dinner je ya. So it's not an if else. What method? Memang blur. Everyone's like blur already. Okay, so correct Joel mentioned char add. Okay, so char add is the method. So this one is easy, but it's just an if else. All right, this one is easy because it's just an if else. So if times string dot char at kira 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Char at 8 equals to A, and then else. All right, so if it's equals to A, perlapan kan? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Index of, dia terbalik ya. Index of is you get the number. Char at, you get the character. Right, in this case you want the char at. So index of, you say A, then you will get 8 contohnya. This one you want 8, and then you want to get to check if it's equals to A or B. Then you will have two scenarios, right? The first one, if this is equals to 12. The second one, if it's equal to 12. So if, how do I check if the first two character? How do I check if the first two character if is equals to 12? Using string method, you can check the table that I shared. How do I check if the first two character is equals to 12? Char at 0 or char at 1 plus char at 1. Oh, there's a simple way to do it. There's a simpler way to do it. There is a simpler way to do it. Lesser than 13 using substring. So if times substring of 0 and 2, all right, equals to 12, I will do the following, else I will do the following. Same thing as well over here. Okay, lengkapkan each of the scenario. This question is not that hard. Balik-balik, I keep repeating my script. Soalan ni tak susah because it's only an if else. Right? If it's a for loop and everything is difficult, but this one is an if else. If else normally it's just a business rules. You need to check what's wrong with the business rules or what is the business rules and everything, and then you need to map it. Okay, so for each of the business rule, try to get the answer. Semua diam, Ash pun diam. Something wrong. Some of it is very easy. For example, you tengok kan, this two is very easy. Alright, this two is very easy. Kan? Senang je. Alright, so you do for that scenario. You do for that scenario first. Alright, these two, alright, is very easy. Alright, these two I admit that is a little bit difficult. Alright, but the first and the fourth one is not that hard. Alright, mudah sahaja. Can I show the code? I think something is wrong. Okay, you can copy paste the code. All right. Because substring inclusive of, that's the definition of substring. We have to check back. It does not include the last index, if I'm not mistaken, from what? So the substring method extract the character from a string between two specific index and returns a new substring. This method extract the character in a string between start and end, not including end. Right, so that's the definition. Hari tu kita buat tadi ni, right? If you remember, right, we did this with Asia Developer Academy last time, where we try to bring out the word developer. Right, the last one is always is the space last time. This one sama juga because you have 0, 0, 0, 1, 2. Alright, you stop here, but it does not include that. So anyone get the 12 p.m. and 7 a.m.? 12 p.m. and 7 a.m. is the easiest one. No, 2 is not, 2 is not the range. 2 is the last index. 2 is the last index because this one kebetulan is start with 0 lah, but if you put 1, 2, that is going to be from 1 until index 2, but does not include index 2. So it's not the range, it's this one, is the last index. Kebetulan if you put 0, 2, then the range is 2 lah, right? But if you put something else, if you does not start with 0, then it does not apply anymore, the range. It's the last index. Okay, anyone got the 12 p.m. and 7 a.m.? Semua dah penat. This one also is substring, right? The number one is substring. You start from 0, stop at 8. Alright, start from 0, stop at 8. So this one, return times string dot substring 0, 8. Alright. Same thing as well with this one. Right, my PC, my code pen buat hal lagi. Okay, correct. So the first one 7:45, the second one undefined because we have not done it. Third one undefined. Fourth one, right? So it's still a substring. What is the difference between slice and substring? I think slice is the region now. Yes, slice is for an array code. Wait, let's see. Slice is for an array. Slice JavaScript. Oh, slice string. Slice normally is for an array. String pun boleh. So this. Yep. 15. Hello. Yeah. Hello. 05. Run. Try it. Hello. 15. Run. Try it. 6. Same thing lah. So it's the same thing. Alright. Slice is the same thing. But normally the start and end parameters, yeah. But normally, well, both also same, all right. But normally I use substring for string, slice or splice I use it for array normally, because slice is shareable. For me not to confuse myself, I will use substring for string, then I use slice or splice for array. For me not to confuse myself as well. Right, it's the same thing. But substring you cannot use on array, So substring you can use on array. But if you put slice also okay, If you put slice also no issue, as long as you get the answer. Okay, last one. Last two. Once you get one, then the other should be the same. I think this one is, let me see. AM senang dulu. This one. 12 AM. Ini senang sikit. Return what? 12 a.m. return what? Time string. Kalau return time string, you dapat semua. Kan, bila time string, you will get everything. So what need to be done? Correct. Convert 12 to 00. So how do you convert it? How do you convert it? Time string 0, okay, then return plus, yeah, I think that's about it. I think it's empat. Something is still wrong with the 10 because I don't want the AM. So Raj answer is the closest at the moment, but the number the number is not correct. The one that I'm highlighting is not correct. So anyone can help to fix his code. That's the closest so far. A little bit lah, right? But something is still not right. Okay, a little bit, but still not exact. You can just do this, all right? 0, 0. You don't need the equals to 0, 0 plus time string dot substring to it. All right, then you will have it. Okay, last. I think you get the momentum already. So once you get the momentum, last one for 12 PM. Kan, you have 7. I think the one that is not done is 7 PM. Right, 7 PM is not done. So what's supposed to happen at 7 PM? Okay. No, not watch football. Watch football is at 12 AM tonight. Plus 12. So what's the full code? What's the full code? Okay, cuba. Kenapa semua orang macam begini ya? Well, you don't need to do equals every time ah. So I think like I think you got confused. Time try and see. Kalau jadi dia akan jadi. Kalau tak jadi tak jadi. Alright. So kalau jadi dia akan jadi. So that's the beauty of programming. If you do it correctly, it will come out. If you don't do it correctly, then it will go wrong. So try it and see what happened. Okay. Berjaya atau tidak? Did you manage to get it? Fail. What's the failure? Apa yang berlaku? Just follow Raj punya indicator. It's almost there, alright, but it's not really there. But it's not really there because it's difficult a little bit. For this one, it's difficult a little bit. That's why I put it at the end. It asks you to think outside the box. So why is it failing and how do you fix it? Jangan cakap fail. Why is it failing and how do you fix it? See, that's the answer. So it fails. I think it's almost correct. So return. Let's actually your idea. Originally your idea is time string dot substring 0 2 plus what was the idea? Time string tambah 12 kan? You want this tambah 12 kan? Tambah 12 plus times str dot substring 28. Alright, but the reason why it's failing is because it's the thing that you remember last time somebody asked me kan about double quote and why number no double quote and everything. I said that if it's double quote is a string, right? If it's not a double quote, then it's a number. Alright, so that's the problem, right? Because this one is a string and then you plus 12, then it become 0712. Alright, why you should but now? When this happen, you jangan kata fail, right? You should. I'm pretty sure that yeah, it's there. Tapi dekat bawah lah, alright. For those who already finish it, alright, then it will be there, right? For those who have not finished it, then you don't know lah, alright. So it's using parse in or using number, alright. So what is a parse in? A parse in function, right? Change a string and become and return it as an integer. Alright, so that's what a parse is. So parse function parse a string and returns an integer. For example, this one will become 7. Alright, you boleh buat lah, right? If you can try return parse in str, then you will get it. You will get this point. Alright. Same thing as well over here. Right? If you want to convert, alright, you want to convert the 07 just now to a number, then you do time string parse it plus 12 lah. Ini kita buat macam matematik lah, right? Well, this is a number, alright. This is a number. Sorry, this correct. Sekejap lah, this one. Parse in, alright, and then all this is inside a bracket just to show, right? This is number operation. This is a string operation. So once you've done that, then you get 1945. Okay. Got it. Parse in change a string to a number. All right. So remember last time, I don't know who I think you asked the question, right? If I have this, all right, this is actually a string. If you do this plus, I don't know, if you do this, all right, plus 12, it will become 0712, right? Because this is a string. Because you use substring, then that's a string. So parse in, change this to become a number. So once I do parse in, then this thing will become 7. And then 7 plus 12 equals to 19. Alright, so that's the reason. Kalau you tak buat parse in, then this will become a string. String plus 12 will become 0712. Macam nombor telefon ada 0712. Okay. Okay. No, it will not do it. So it will become not a number. It will become not a number. All right. Yes. What help do you need? Okay. Times this substring tertinggal ing. Still mana lagi ada problem? Line 7 times string dot substring 08. Line 15 kan, times string dot substring times string dot substring times string dot substring times string dot substring, but the one is line this one for code pen yang hujung ni 7 up. Oh yeah, parse in, parse in. Alright, still Time string dot substring. So parse A not correct, sub str, and then line 7 return time string. Okay. Nah, okay lah, but I think macam tak boleh lagi. Kan? Apa yang tak okey? Sorry ya. Ni capital case kot. Yeah, it's capital sensitive. So tak boleh suka-suka buat S besar. It's capital. Is the cap. Well, apart from the two just now, tadi is the capital case. Okay, that's about it. Alright, if you have any problem, if you tak dapat, you check Ash answer and then you fix her bugs. Nanti dapat lah. Alright, let's open CodePen. Alright. Let's open CodePen. And create a new file inside your week 5. Call it bootstrap.html. Bootstrap.html. Okay, buat dulu. I will get the document. Yeah, subline, subline, correct, subline. Sublime. Okay, so we're going to do Bootstrap a little bit today. So we take a break a little bit. Then Friday, you can sambung balik your JavaScript lah. So on Friday, you will sambung balik your JavaScript. But let's take a break a little bit. So we do Bootstrap. Alright, so Bootstrap is a fastest way to design a responsive website or to use some styling for your website. Bagi I 2 minit jap, ambil air a little bit before I start. Okay, so it's actually allow us to create the responsive website, right? Faster, right? Faster, and there are some classes. There are some classes that you can use, and then you can create as much. You can create a nice website, all right, with using minimal CSS, all right. You create a nice website with minimal CSS, all right. So that's what Bootstrap is. Apa macam pening kepala sikit today. So yeah, kita tengok, right? Kita tengok. So how to do it? We do get started. Alright, you do get started. How to start using Bootstrap? You go to get started, and then somewhere over here, alright, you will get what we call a starter template. Alright, so you will get the starter template and you paste it there. Alright, so you paste it. So go to getbootstrap.com, get the starter template, and you paste it there. So once everything is okay, yeah, once you're done, you check if everything is okay. Boleh buka siap-siap. Alright, you see, this should come out. This should come. Hello world should come out. So what is the difference between this hello world and the normal hello world? Anyone with a big eyes can see it. What is the difference between this hello world, all right, and the other hello world, and the normal one? Oh, besok malam ni sudah bola Italy Spain. Yeah, copy paste. Copy the code, paste it inside bootstrap.html5. Just copy, paste. And then you will see that the thing will come out like this. Anyone see what's the difference? Got comma and exclamation mark. Well, if you do ni also got comma exclamation mark, can't notice, look same. Alright. This one is without bootstrap. Okay lah. Can't find the socket. So it's inside my link, right? It's inside the link that I share on Slack. Right, you go down and then you will get getting started. Starter template. So this is without it. This is without it. So you bandingkan dengan what you have. Size and font, right? So it's a font, right? Especially the font, right? The size and the font. So it's the font, right? So this font, nampak tak ada echo ni? I think I already told you, right? You already know this, right? Ni font berecho, alright? Font with all this echo is what we call a serif font. Font berecho. Alright, so for example, Times New Roman is an example of a serif font with bootstrap. Alright, this is an example of a bootstrap font. Font tidak berecho. Alright, this is font without the echo, and this is what we call a sans serif. Alright, which an example font tidak berecho, right? No, without berecho lah. Right, so for example, Arial. Arial is this. I think this might be Arial. This might be Arial. So that's the difference. If you don't have bootstrap, right? If you don't have bootstrap, you will get a serif. If you have a bootstrap, when you start, then you will get a sans serif. Right. So that's how you know kalau bootstrap tu dah jalan ke tak. Alright. Kalau bootstrap tak ada, then you will get a serif. Okay, we do. You create a div tab class double quote container, and you close the div after hello world, right? So div class container, and then you close the div after hello world. Save, and then refresh the page. Okay, what happened? Right, you will have a space here. Right, you will have a space. This is the normal space that you see in most of the website. Right, so when you open let's open back Fireflies, you see most of the website, right? Most of the website they will have a space. Right, dia ada macam padding a little bit. Alright, so that's you can see in almost all the website. Right, even like Asia, you go lah any website. Right? They normally have a space kiri and kanan. Alright, so normally when you create a website, you will try as much as possible to put it in a padding. Alright, so that's padding. That's container. You see, right? You try to make it in a container normally, right? For this, you see, it's always aligned from top to the bottom, right? Padding dia tak berubah. Then you will do the same thing as ni, alright? Hello world. You do balik, buat balik macam week 1. This is subheading 2. Okay, copy rate H3. This is subheading 3. H4. This is subheading 4. H5. This is subheading 5. And then H6. Right, this is subheading 6. Right, so you copy balik, then you should see something like that. Ni senang eh? This is your module, this is your week 1. Let's take a break a little bit from JavaScript. Let's try to do this. Okay. Dapat? Okay. Now, alright, for here, I can also add small. Alright, this one is slogan for subheading 2. Alright, slogan for subheading 2. Alright, slogan for subheading 3. Alright, my slogan for subheading 4. Alright, slogan for subheading 5. And then slogan for subheading 6. Alright. Yang ini bootstrap ada. Alright. But if you do know your normal HTML, the small slogan tu tak ada. You see that there's a slightly slightly smaller. Alright. You I think you can see it lah. Slightly smaller. But yeah. But this one you can do it with bootstrap. Okay. Then I will do like the first one we did. Alright, we do a P lorem. Okay, and then we do P lorem. Okay. And then on week 1 we did strong. And somewhere over here we did strong as well. Okay, and then we did emphasize, and then we did emphasize. Okay, so this one is week 1. Ni revision, half revision, half new things. Okay, see if you remember how to do it. Boleh takkan lama kan. Alright, I will add 2 more. Alright, this is Bootstrap. Bootstrap will allow you to do mark. Alright, mark macam marker. Alright, mark macam marker. I will just do mark here as well. Okay, you see there's a marker there, highlighter. And then another one is allow you to do del for delete. Right, so you have mark for marker and del for delete. This one Bootstrap. Normal HTML you don't have it. Yeah. Okay. So revision, campur dua benda baru, mark and del. Okay. Okay. We do HR in between. We do HR in between. So if you remember, after P in module 1, we do what? In module 1 pula, week 1, what did we do next? We do UL and LI. Betul UL, LI, item. This is item 1. This is item 2. Item 3. Okay, so this one kita buat minggu pertama. Alright, we did minggu pertama. Over here, alright, I will just add two more things. You can add class list unstart. Right, class list unstart. Then you will get a list, but without the number. Alright, so list unstart, a list without the number. Okay, got it, yeah? So quiet today. I thought HTML is easier. Tapi semua diam je. Kalau susah baru you all bersuara kot. Okay. Still doing. Okay. Tunggu sekejap ya. Alright. Because inside HTML, inside Bootstrap, you import this. Normal HTML, you don't import it. So this is the key thing, alright? This is the file that Bootstrap already create for us. Some of the most used style, some of the most common style that people use, they do it for you, right? So in normal HTML, you have to have this, but by adding it, then your website becomes a Bootstrap website. Okay, satu lagi. UL class list in list in, I think macam ni tapi apa? Li class list in line item to, this is item 3. Alright, so this one is, remember last time when you do piano, right? Kiri ke kanan, Alright, so this is how you create a list. Hari ni you kena buat apa? I know what we need to do last time. You have to do display inline, right? So now, but if you need to do something like that, right, you can use list inline or list inline, and then you have list inline item at the bottom. Okay. List unstyled and inline. You tengoklah. Right, list unstyled tak ada benda ni. Alright. So inline is left to right. So see the difference. So pada you buat satu, you save, you check. You buat satu, you save, you check. So it's actually two different things. One is there is no dot, there is no nokta. One is left to right. Inline, left to right. Okay, we do an HR. Oh, can't see. Oh, you see on your screen. Don't see on my screen. You what? You tengok on your screen. Ke ada problem? Sebab kalau you tengok kat ni mungkin later if you have problem nanti terlampau jauh macam Ash tadi kan. Jauhnya. The problem is still from the up. Ni bukan ni ya. I'm ni ya. So this inline. That's it. List inline item. List inline item. So kalau you cannot see, then you missing something. This inline item. So the LI is list inline item. Okay. All right. Okay. Then we will do P. All right. So let's have a code. All right. And greater than and lesser than ni br slash and greater than semicolon. All right, so let's have a br. Okay, you see, see how it's formatted. Okay. Alright. You're okay. Okay. Syamil tiba-tiba ada. I thought dah pergi mana. Alright, next one. Alright. So to restart your PC, dia kalau HTML dia ada lah, right? You will use CTRL, alright, plus ALT plus D, right? Jadi kalau HTML dia berbunyi, kalau tak HTML dia tak berbunyi, ya. So, alright, so KBD. Alright, so this one, just styling a little bit, Yeah, well, but yeah. So week 4 boleh lah, right? Week 4 can lah, right? Week 1 cannot lah, right? Okay, so after this we will do color. All right, we will do color. So this is an item. But same thing as well. Even with Bootstrap, nanti I will give you a website, because even with HTML also there is a problem solving. Alright, doesn't really matter. These are all the tools. Nanti kalau I give you a website, practically kan, you should be able to create a website as nice as Firefly tadi. Kalau yang macam Asia tu maybe tak boleh lah, right? As nice as Firefly just now. Alright, using Bootstrap. So that's the problem solving part. So problem solving is everywhere, not only with JavaScript, even with HTML also. Macam hari tu lah, right? I give you the piano kan, and then semua it takes you like 30 minutes to solve the piano punya problem, right? So you will have this kind of problem segment, problem solving ni, you will see it. Now you happy. Tomorrow I give you a website, you make sure you can do it lah. Make sure you can do it. Alright, so P class BG primary, right? P class BG secondary, BG success, BG warning, BG danger, BG primary secondary success warning danger info. Alright, BG stands for background. Alright. Okay, that's the BG. Now you can also do the same thing with text. Alright, P class text primary. Alright, this is another item. Okay, tapi I tak ulang lah. I will just do 1 and 2, but I tak ulangkan je lah. Alright, I will just do primary, secondary. Right. The color tu tak boleh ubah. So biru tu is blue, secondary is grey, success is green. Right, you bayangkan lah, success keluar batu hijau kan. Warning is apa ni, biru muda kan. Warning is yellow. Danger is merah. Right, info is biru muda. Alright, the warna tu tak boleh ubah. You cannot, jangan, I want successful but I want to put pink. I cannot. Alright, it has to be, this color is already being set up by Bootstrap. Okay. Alright, and then kita boleh campur, right? For example, P class. Alright, so now I can introduce you another one. So BG duck text select. So you can campur juga ya. So you can campur as well. BG duck text select another item. This is another item. Right. So you can do any combination. BG primary text light, BG primary text warning, all that. As long as you remember the color, and then you can start doing it. Okay. Can you do, if you want to do RGB, then you create your own class. Alright, if you don't want this color, then you create your own class. You create your own. Not you create your own class. When I mean class, tu dekat your style you create your own style. So this one, this one is light. This is the color light. Color dark, color light. Okay. If I write terbalik saya boleh kan? Kan. Okay. After color. Okay. So now I need my talent higher. Okay, so the slide here, all right, the slide here, you can have a look. All right, we'll check back. This one done, this one done. All right, this one, everything that we have done is just for me to check lah. Takut ada benda tinggal, container done, typography done. Heading page. Some of it some of it I tak buat. I do the important. Oh, text alignment. Text alignment is important. All right, let's do text alignment. So P, this is left aligned. This is center aligned. And this is right aligned. So P class. Ni tak payah apa lah, right? Well, this is ni tak payah buat apa-apa lah, alright. But this one is P class text center, P class text and sorry. Alright. Alright. But if you're curious, right? This one if class text start. Right, this one start. Okay, text start, text center, text end. Alright, so text start, text center, text end. Okay, ini tak payah, right? So after that list, we have done list, code we have done, color we have done, button, right? Kita buat button pula ni. After button, we will do form. Alright, so how to create a button? This is how to create a button. Yesterday you did it. Right, but you can add class btn, class btn. Once you add class btn, it's going to be a bootstrap button, and you add button color. So for example, button primary, any color, button secondary. Alright, and then you have button in. Okay, button clear, and then you boleh lah any color, apa-apa yang ada atas ni you boleh buat. Apa-apa yang ada atas ni you boleh buat. Okay, done. Alright. Okay, now I will do this. I will add another dimension. Just now we are playing with color dimension. Now I will play with size dimension. So I think you have button button XM. Alright, button XM is small. And then another one is button LG. Alright, button LG is large. Alright, so just now I'm playing with the color dimension. Now I'm playing with the size dimension. Okay, done. All right. Okay. Okay. Button done. After button, it's a. Does Bootstrap has own editor? Yes. It's Bootstrap Studio. You can have Bootstrap Studio. No. Oh, like Subline, no. Right, like Subline, no. But if you want, there is this thing which is called Bootstrap Studio, which allow you to create by yourself. Or it's a drag and drop lah. But I try, but I don't really can lah, right, like this one you create, then it will, you can drag and drop and everything, but it will provide you the code. Okay, and then you play lah, drag and drop and everything. So that's it has that, and then it will generate an index.html for you. Then you edit your index.html. All right, but of course, in order for you to edit the HTML, then you have to understand all this. All right, so you can use Bootstrap Studio anything, but in the end, kan you nak ubah the HTML, you have to understand lah what's the code that they generate. What's the code that they generate. But this one, I think it's paid, right? So you can use it, but you have to purchase it. Right? You have to purchase it. I think I think I understand the wrong questions, but if the editor normally no lah, you use Sublime, but it has the WYSIWYG, the thing, the drag and drop just now. Okay, so now form. All right. So for form, yeah, you can use bracket too. Right? Other than Sublime, you have bracket, you have Visual Studio Code, you have ini kena ingat balik lah. My week one slide, you have Sublime, atom, bracket, everything. But I just use Sublime because first of all, because most of us are beginner. Nanti senang kan? I check the Sublime and everything kan. Even if you learn also, you can see, oh, kenapa color tu hijau? Kenapa my color is white? Alright, then you know there's a different effect. We standardize. Number two, I just like Sublime because it's very light. Dia sangat ringan. Alright, for example, Sublime ni is less than 1 or 2 meg, whereas things like Visual Studio Code 100 meg. If you take like 100 Mac on my Mac on my Mac. Alright, so that's why I not to start I recommend Sublime lah, but after that then it's up to your preference. Okay, for this one we do it slightly different, alright, because in Bootstrap it has all these components, right? This is actually what Bootstrap is all about. You have all these components, right? All these components that you can use inside your project, right? It's not only what I teach you. The one that I teach you is the simple, is the most common one, but inside here it has more components, right? So how do you do it, all right? You look, you understand the documentation, you look, you baca benda ni, you fahamkan, and then you try to create whatever that you want from the documentation. All right, so that's what I want you to do now. All right, I give you this link, so our project 2 in HTML. Yes, oh yeah, in Bootstrap, your project is in Bootstrap. So that's why I said once I do Bootstrap with you, then only you can start thinking of the CV and everything. Okay, so have a look at this page. Abaikan the button. I think you have a look at this. All right, and then try to replicate this by reading the documentation inside form. Try to replicate these forms. All right. Dia is not exactly the same, but the upload file I think will be slightly different because I create this UI with the old Bootstrap. But other than that, you should be able to see the component inside the documentation. Alright, boleh buat. This is slightly easier than ni kan? This is slightly easier than JavaScript challenge ke apa benda. Alright, tapi besok kita tengok lah. Alright, when I ask you to do the K-But one, you see you can do it or not. Okay, so I give you, jangan lama sangat lah, 15 minutes lah, 15 minutes. Alright, 9.50. We do table before we finish and then that's it. No, same file. Just do at the bottom, right? Just do at the bottom. HR, right? Form exercise. Okay. Do first 5 minutes. I pergi dapur kejap. Done. Ash done already. Wih, cepat. Alright, so if you the thing is ni, you don't need to check with me lah, right? Because kalau keluar je jalan. Kalau keluar je jalan. Okay, so how do you do it? Let's see. So I will start with macam pelik. Yeah, you see, because but it should be like a little bit like this, right? Macam pelik a little bit. Right? Okay, so I will start with getting this thing. I will start with this. And then from there, I change lah, right? So email address, password. So I change what I want, right? So I have this one is name, right? So example input. Jadi kena ubah. Oh, whenever you this one input type text, class form control. ID is name, and anything it could be name input as well. All right. So area described by you can delete it. Label for name input, and then this one you can delete. Right, so that's the first one. Can you just copy, right, and then take it from there. So this one also I can copy it. I will put it here. This is email input, email type, email input. Okay, so third one is message. Message is text area. So message text area, text area. This one, text area. Okay. So this one is what? Message. Right? This one is called message. Message input. Message input rows 3. Okay, name, email, message. Lepas tu ada apa? Alright, ada gender. Right, gender. Gender is a select. Kan you have to play around lah. You have to play around the thing. Alright, so gender is a select. Gender. Tapi macam tak ada ni kan. Macam dia tak ada ni. I will just add a div lah, right? I follow this one. Follow this one and then close after select. Tutupkan dia. So this one is gender. Label for gender select. Right, select a gender. Male or female. Okay. After that, last one apa? I think is upload file. Upload file. File. Mana file? Kalau tak jumpa, you just look here. If you don't see it, you can do it here. File input. Alright, file input. Where is file input? This one, file input. Take the first one pun okay. Alright, take the first one okay. Put it here. Alright. So what's the title? Upload files. Upload files. Alright. Any other kat situ? Only PNG are allowed. So we do P class text secondary. Only PNG and JPEG are allowed. And then check me out. Alright, this one je lain sikit. Check me out. Betul lah kan? It's the same thing. And then submit. Ini kita tukar button. Button is not like this. So now you pergi dekat button punya documentation lah. You look for button. Alright, you look for button. Inside button. These are all the things that we went through together. But we have things like this also. Right. So if you really want it to be like that, it's supposed to be button outline tak. Alright. So that's how you work with Bootstrap. Cuba cari documentation and then try to do it. Okay. So kalau well, kena macam ni lah. That's the closest that I can do. Alright, but if you don't get it, alright, you check the video. I think it's just copy paste. Alright. To name above. Alright. Okay, any problem? Tak ada ya? Correct ah? Everyone's okay? Everyone's okay? No. Why? Copy paste saja. Copy paste saja. Oh, no question. Alright. Okay. So last no questions I was last one we do table a little bit and then cukup kot sebab kot 15 minit. I think then I have one more thing to do with you. Tapi kita buat dulu ya. So table, then now you tambah ya. Now you have a T head. Dalam T head you will do a TR. Dalam TR you have a TH. What is it? You will have a TH. Alright. Then you will have a T body. Alright. Then you have a TR, TD, TD. Alright, you have TD. Okay. So this one, for example, name. Alright, email, and then phone. Alright, this one we did already ya. Cuma ada beza T body and TH je now, right? Tapi I think you might see it already dekat ni ya. You might see it already dekat ni. Muzaffar. Alright, and then 0. Allah, termasuk email yang betul. My class have a lot of stalker, so that's why I takut. Nanti semua je stalk. Alright, so that's one thing. And then I'll just put 1 1. Alright, 1 1. Kalau letak nombor yang betul pun nanti ada stalker dah. Alright, so another one. Okay, boleh cuba. Once you done, you let me know. Okay, you done, you let me know. Tak ada bunyi lah. Tak ada bunyi hari ni slide. Okay. Okay, last kali. Okay, last kali. Alright. How to make it a bootstrap table? You tambah je kelas dekat sini, class table. Alright. You tambah class table dekat sini. Then it become a bootstrap table. Alright. So you tambah class table, then it become a bootstrap table. Okay. And then once I have that, I will add a border. Alright, now I have a bootstrap table with a border. Okay, I tambah lagi stripe. Then I will have the stripe. And then I tambah lagi table hover. Then I will have the hover. Alright. So once I do, tengok table border, table stripe, table hover. Then over here, I will just add class BG success text slide. BG success. BG success 2C. Then you have the ingat tak hari pertama punya latihan hari tu, the one that I asked you to do. So now that's it. Lebih kurang lah macam latihan hari pertama. Okay. Wow, and it's dynamic but horizontal type. Wow, looks much better but horizontal type. Hah? Apa horizontal? Okay, oh ni tadi kot. Maybe I apa? Sebab kenapa tak ada bunyi ya? Normally ada bunyi ya. I think I ni lah after certain hour ya lah. I tidur after certain hour, so that's why I didn't get the noti. Tak lah. Nanti you all kacau malam-malam pula kan. Alright. So that's about it. Nanti then later today don't bunyi by default dengan tu lah. Ya, yang tadi I pun pelik kenapa. But inside other places, I think ada certain time lah. Alright, so that's all for today. Alright, there are one more thing that is very important, which is called Bootstrap box model, right? Bootstrap box model. But that one we will see maybe next week, right? We will see next week. That's the last thing that is important for Bootstrap. Not box model, sorry, grid system. Bootstrap grid system. Ingat tak hari tu I ada bagi jawab the first week, right? The first week I gave you the flex, the Mimos punya slide, right? The slide that I used to teach Mimos. You all macam-macam slide you got dapat. Alright, so there is a second part. Sebab hari tu kan kita buat sekejap kan, there is a second part that you need to do, alright, which is this, right? Which is this kind of website. Alright, so that's this one. I'm sorry, you will go back to HTML without Bootstrap. So after you do the HTML without Bootstrap, you understand it, then only you will do the HTML with Bootstrap, right? To create this kind of website, right? Because you have to know the HTML without Bootstrap sebab nanti module 2 and module 3 especially when you do Flutter and React Native, you need to understand what flex is. So Friday you will do the rock paper scissors, right? Tak apalah, ini I tak bawa lah sebab menarik macam rock paper scissors pula. Guess a number. And then, but first of all, you use the flex exercise, right? So separuh HTML, separuh lagi JavaScript. I put guess a number second because if I put guess a number first, obviously I don't think you will finish it dalam masa 4 jam. So I do that. So at least try to finish the flex one, then you do guess a number. Okay, any questions? Alright, okay. So, jangan lupa puas hati dengan Bootstrap pun. Kita ni kita don't forget your JavaScript So the first part, jangan lupa Okay, so I see you. So for the first project, normally we'll do announcement, right? And for the first project, nanti group besar. For the first project, you can do it. It's this one, right? Is your personal portfolio, right? So it's your personal portfolio. It's already is one of the project inside W3 Schools. Right, so it's a personal portfolio website. So that's the first project. So actually, for those who take for 2 months, you can already try to finish everything, because you need as much portfolio as possible. For those who take the class for 2 months, I recommend to do everything, but everyone need to do the portfolio. So just understand you can use plain Chinese grammar because it's you can use Bootstrap. So you can use Bootstrap. So use Bootstrap lah. If you want, you can use Bootstrap. If not, you can use Flexbox as well. But I think Bootstrap should be fine lah. Tak payah pening kepala, just use Bootstrap. Alright, just baca benda ni and then try to understand. Okay, anyone else? Any questions?